WLNX Sports Presentation.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and in, and it's good! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes just won the AIA Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln, your CBD store on Broadway just off the square in Lincoln, and by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lincoln College basketball right here on WLNX. Adam Hoffman here alongside Spencer Davis. We're just about to go for tip. It is a little bit early. They're starting just a little bit early here, and we're going to have to take a break real quick here for the national anthem. But, Spencer, we're playing this St. Louis College of Pharmacy team. It should be a really good one. Hopefully, everyone stays tuned. You're watching Lincoln College basketball right here on 89X.
Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7 and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo. CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this presentation of Lincoln College basketball on 89X. We had to take, sorry for the quick break there. We just had to, the clock was a little off and we didn't know when they were really going to start, but they kind of jumped the gun in the starting lineup there in the national anthem. So we do apologize for that. But we are back with Lincoln College. They're announcing the starting lineups right now. It's the same starters as yesterday for the Lynx, except for Connor Fuller is going to be in the lineup alongside Donnelly, Freeman, Pee Wee Brown, and Tyler Clark. And Spencer, what do you think today? We're doing a different lineup. What do you think that has to do with Coach Lepp? I mean, do you think, Gardner maybe didn't have the best game yesterday? Is that why he's going to be taking a seat on the bench, or do you think we need him off the bench for the energy?
I think that it's a size factor. I think that Fuller is a better matchup size-wise with this rather small Technics team. I think that Fuller provides at 6'2", he can match up with almost anyone out there on the Technics team.
Yeah, and for the Technics, St. Louis College of Pharmacy, they are starting number 1, R.J. Wright, number 3, Trevin Dugar, and number 4, Darius Dorsey, number 5, Will Fees, and number 13, Jason Udalisa, I'm sorry. Spencer, who's the guy on the Tactics that you think we really need to watch out for today?
You got to watch out for Will Fees. The guy's shooting 48% from downtown this year. Over, I would say, 80% of his shots are coming from behind the arc. Lincoln has to run him off of the three-point line. Don't let him get comfortable.
Yeah, Fees was 5 of 10, or 5 of 13, I believe, from the field in his last game. 5 for 10 from the three-point line. So all of his came from the three-point line. So, I mean, like you said, we're just going to have to run him off the line. We do have a pretty big height advantage, even with Gardner coming off the bench, too. He's a lot taller than a lot of guys on the Tactics. So, I mean, do you think we should start out with a post touch here for Tyler Clark, set the pace here early?
Absolutely. We got to get Tyler Clark the ball here. At 6'10", he is, I believe, 2 inches taller than the tallest player the Tactics have. You got to get him post touch here. Yeah, Clark listed at 6'10".
Kind of generous, I would say. I think he's a little taller than 6'10". Or just about ready to jump it up here in St. Louis. And there's already some confusion with the refs on where people can line up.
Looks like Donnelly had a different colored leg sleeve.
Oh, okay, yep, that is a thing. It has to match the jersey, I believe. Every undergarment needs to be the same. So if you're wearing, it has to be black, I guess. So yeah, Donnelly already has to take off the leg sleeve. Hopefully that does not throw him off.
There'll definitely be something to follow here.
New. I've never really, I mean, we've had problems with that before, but it's usually for an undershirt. They usually don't care, like, if you're wearing a sleeve or something on your ankle. It usually doesn't matter, but, like, I guess strict rules this year as Clark tips it away and quickly into the hands of the Tactics. Fees is going to have it, and then Wright's going to set the floor. Already a whistle. And they didn't start the shot clock in time, so they're going to set that one, I believe, to about 20, or they're going to set it to 29, which probably more came off the clock than that, but, or no, they're going to set it to 20, okay. So already a whistle here, a couple seconds into this ball game.
Just a little bit of confusion to get the New Year's Eve start.
What a way to start. This is
a good way to end 2020. A little hectic at the end. Come on.
Actually, they're going to reset it to 26 now. And now there's an issue with the game clock. Now it's a minute 95 seconds instead of 19 minutes. There we go. 19:55. There we go. So it'll be Dorsey taking the ball out for the Tactics. And it's going to be Duger bringing it up for the Tactics. They're going to give it over to Fees on the corner. Back up to Wright up top. He's going to set things up. Does a little crossover there over to Fees. And it's tipped away there by Fuller, who's getting the starting nod today.
That's what you want to see. He's out there active for his defense. He's great at cutting on the offensive end. Great rebounder. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, he's definitely a great defender for this team, and he can get a bucket when you need him to on the offensive end. So, yeah, I like the addition of him in the starting lineup. So here's Udalisa now over to Duger. Low on the shot clock here. They're going to give it over to Dorsey. Jumper from the wing there. No good. I believe rebounded by Freeman. Freeman's going to bring up the floor over to Donnelly. Donnelly, quick trigger on the three. No good. Rebounded by Fees. Now over to Duger. Duger pushing the pace here for the Tactics. Picked off beautifully there by DeAndre Freeman. Read the play all the way. Nice dish off to Fuller. Fuller can't handle it. Now Fees gets it off of the miscommunication there from the Lynx. And he's going to give it up to Duger, who's going to set things up. He does kind of like this fake dribble handoff every time, and then he fakes it. Like I said, he keeps it. It's kind of different. And he give it to Fees in the corner. Tipped away again by Fuller. I mean, I think Fuller knows that he's such a great three-point shooter. Fees is. He's going to have to just suffocate him around the perimeter there.
It's going to be a lot of face guarding of Fuller. He's just going to be the shadow of Will Fees tonight.
Yeah, he's not really going to let him get a clean touch. I mean, I think he's definitely the best scorer on their team. He had 15 and 7 in their last game. Fees did. It's going to be Duger. You have to make things happen, and that's going to be a push-off there for Duger. That's going to be his first foul of the game. He went right at Freeman. Freeman knew the arm was coming, just took it, and it's going to be an early foul here for Duger.
Early thing that I'm impressed with, Dugar's not a very tall guy.
No, not at all.
5'9". He is built.
Yes, he is a very
very
stocky guy, and you can tell he's fearless. He doesn't care about the size disadvantage. He's going to go at people. They tightly guarded here from the Freeman being the ball handler. Freeman kind of gets stuck, and then they're going to get Freeman for a travel there at the free throw line. So early turnover here for the Lynx as well.
It looked like the Lynx were having some problems starting the offense there. Freeman was looking for, it looked like down screens to be set or some sort of screen that just didn't materialize.
Yeah, it's that ball pressure up top. We were having trouble with that last night. It seems like we can't get the offense started. So they get it down to Udalisa, who's been active, 15-8 in their last game. That's blocked by Pee Wee Brown. Great play there from Brown to recover there on the right layup. Went right at the basket, and Pee Wee Brown doing a good job, body control, staying up in the air long enough to get his hands on that one.
Well, he blocked it and almost saved it all in one motion.
Yeah, that was just a great heads-up play there by the freshman. And lob it into Udalisa. Udalisa looking for fees, tightly guarded by Fuller. Udalisa is going to take a jumper, well short, rebounded there by Pee Wee Brown. Brown going to bring it up here for the Lynx. Going to swing it over to Donnelly. Donnelly looking for that screen. Does kind of get a fake there. And they kick it over to Freeman, back over to Donnelly, who has the three, decides to shot fake, take it, pull-up jumper, yes, to get the Lynx and the game started. Really, the first people that have scored, first team to score is the Lynx here, 2-0, 17:40 left in this first half.
Talk about a killer crossover right there. Elijah Donnelly stopped on a dime and pulled up from the free throw line there.
He had a lot of moves like that last night as well. He was very instrumental in the Lynx offense last night. They give it over to Udalisa. Udalisa looking for Fees on the wing corner. The wing three-pointer good there from Fees. Gave him just a little bit of breathing room, and he knocks that one down.
That's what we talked about. Fuller's got to be his shadow.
Yeah, got it. Do not let him really touch the ball anywhere near the three-point line. Now over to Brown. Brown going to cut inside. Yes, it rattles home there for Pee Wee Brown. It didn't even seem like he really even had any defense guarding him going to the basket. It looks so easy getting to the basket. Now here is the Eutectics. They're going to give it over to right over to Udalisa. Udalisa looking at anywhere to go here at the top of the key. Back over to right, back over to Duger at the top of the key. Now back to right. They're looking for someone inside, but the clock just ticking down here. They're going to have to just throw one up here. Udalisa for three. No good. Rebounded there by Freeman. Freeman hustling after that rebound. They're swinging over to Donnelly. Donnelly back over to Fuller. Fuller thought about the shot. Going to take a few steps in, take the mid-range shot. A little contested there, Spencer. A little more contested than we'd like. Now back up. That was R.J. Wright taking a transition three to make it 6-4 Eutectics here early.
Lynx have to remember to get back on transition defense.
Yeah, it's gonna be a killer all game for us. Dude, Brown setting things up for the Lynx. And it's a miscommunication. Donnelly trying to find Fuller, but Fuller started to cut right as soon as Donnelly was passing it.
Early impressions, Lynx looking a little discombobulated on the offensive end.
It didn't seem like we were going to really get into a groove yet, so hopefully that'll change here. I mean, as the game goes on. Udalisa, the gym lights are going off. That's different. There was a jumper there from Fees, and the gym lights went off for a second.
You know, this is the second game now that I've called. I called one back in high school when the power went out during a game.
And the power didn't even go, like the scoreboard didn't go out.
No,
literally the lights came down right as he was shooting. It would have been great if he would have made it, because then you could just say you shot the lights out. But unfortunately, he missed.
I guess you could say the Lynx rebounded the lights out. I don't know. It doesn't work as well. But
yeah, I don't know. So it'll be Lynx ball. They did come away with the rebound. They decided to stop play after the lights went out. So Freeman will have it.
The lights are back on.
The lights are back on, to clarify. Blake Maris checks in the game along with Cam Gardner. Very early subs here for Coach Webb. Giving to Tyler Clark at the top of the key, looking for somebody. They give it over to Maris. Screen there from Clark, now over to Freeman. Freeman over to Gardner. Now over to Pee Wee Brown for three. No good. Offensive rebound. DeAndre Freeman, who's just trying to go up, has to dish it over to Gardner. Gardner works in a bad spot, just right in the corner. They give it out to Freeman with about 10 on the shot clock. Need to make something happen here. We're going to have Maris now over to Freeman. Freeman is going to try to take it himself, and no good. They're going to call him for a travel. Freeman thought maybe he got hit on the play instead of the travel. Donnelly going to come back in for the Lynx, taking the place of Freeman. A lot of early substitutions here
I like the Maris substitution early because he had those big 8 points to get the Lynx going again last night.
And it's a good size advantage, too. I mean, he is not the smallest person on the court like usual for any team that we play, and that's going to be a 5-second call. Good defense there from Donnelly. It was Dorsey dribbling the ball up. He decided to pick up his dribble, and Donnelly just decided to swarm. So good play there from Donnelly. Checking in the game will be Uros Rogan and Devin Howard for the Eutectics. And it'll be Pee Wee Brown bringing the ball up here for the Lynx. Nice little show over to Maris, now over to Donnelly. Donnelly picks it back over to Maris. No good. Clark, offensive rebound and putback. That's exactly what we need from the big man. Was a broken play there. Maris didn't really clear out. It was supposed to be Elijah Donnelly kind of just doing whatever to get the basket, but he was right there. Now over on the other end, they give it down to Udalisa. Udalisa now over to Fees. Fees from the corner. No good. Goes over the backboard, out of bounds. Lynx basketball.
Good defensive possession there. I mean, I think they gave Fees a little too much daylight to put up that shot. But at the end of the day, out of bounds, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, definitely not the shot that we want to give up. Alassane Ba checks in for the Eutectics along with Dejon Barney for the Lynx. Tyler Clark takes an early seat here for the Lynx. Barney had a lot of foul trouble early, but he came in the second half last night and brought a lot of good energy for this Lynx team, so hopefully he can provide that again today. They're going to swing it over to Maris. Maris going inside. Nice little floater over the big man in Ba, and nice high off the glass. It was kind of a scoop floater. I've never really seen that before. We're going to have Maris on Fees, and he's just going to try to deny ball. There's Rogan from the corner, no good, and it's a long rebound out to the Eutectics. And now R.J. Wright is going to set things up for them. He's going to try to shake Pee Wee Brown. Kind of gets him on a little bit of skates there. No good. We're doing a good job denying the ball. They're going to give it down to Ba inside. Blocked by Barney. Barney comes away with the big defensive play. Quickly in the hands of Pee Wee Brown. They're going to push the pace here for the Lynx. Now over to Donnelly. Donnelly drives left, no good. They're going to kick it back out. Gardner going to set a screen here for Donnelly. Donnelly going to try to shake and bake. Loses the ball temporarily, regains, and then there's going to be a foul on the play. Donnelly's going to go to the line for two. First foul of the game with 13 minutes left in this first half. Good job defensively, both teams. Just stay in discipline.
Well, you talked about Tyler Clark getting a break here, but at about the 14-minute mark, he didn't log a foul, which is big time. Big time. And it allows Barney to come in with also no fouls. So you have your two big men with no fouls between them right now.
I like this scene, too. We got Andre Williams, who is scheduled to play here start of January, coaching Cam Gardner off the bench.
It's the senior leadership you want to see.
Yeah. And even Andre Williams is a transfer, so he has not played a game for the Lynx. I still like that senior leadership, like you said. Nick Cohorst, along with DeAndre Freeman, are going to check in the game. Freeman's going to come in after the free throw because he's going to check in for Donnelly. Lynx holding on to a 9-6 lead. Make that 10-6 as Donnelly knocks down a free throw. He'll take a seat.
That's a good trip to the line for Donnelly, 2 for 2. The Lynx have not done a great job at free throw shooting this year, evidenced by their 57% from the line. 2 for 2 is a good start.
Yep, good start here for the Lynx. Trayson Grace checks in for the Eutectics, taking the place of R.J. Wright. I want to provide a little bit of pressure here, the Lynx are. Rogan's going to bring up the ball for them, tightly guarded by Blake Maris. We're going to have Cohorst on Fees now. Give it down to Rogan, who's guarded by Maris. Now over to Gray for three. No good. Rebounded there by Barney. Good job there by Cohorst, kind of tipping it up to Barney. And Barney's going to take it himself. I like seeing Barney just confidence, bring the ball up the floor himself.
A little point forward there.
Maris drives in the lane. What a shot there by Maris. A little sidestep and then an easy jumper. Lynx doing a good job getting back in transition now. I mean, Lynx are looking good here so far. 12-6 now. Going to give it down to Ba. Trying to go back door there to Fees, and it's picked off there by Gardner. Gardner going to bring up the ball for the Lynx. Dish it over to Barney. Barney misses the layup, and it's going to be the Eutectics coming back the other way. Here's Howard now. Howard fakes it over to Fees, gives it over to Gray. Gray back over to Rogan. Rogan gets the screen there from Ba, looking for Fees in the corner. They get it to him for 3, no good. Fees has been very quiet here early. Good job here by the Lynx defensively. Freeman going to bring the ball up here for the Lynx. They're going to give it to Barney. Barney from the a triple there from the outside, no good. Rebounded by the Eutectics. Kind of out of control there was Howard, but he does pick up, or he does draw the foul, I should say. I believe it's going to go on Maris. Or no, they're going to give it to Cam Gardner instead. Udalisa comes back in along with R.J. Wright. And Spencer, what are you seeing defensively from the Lynx so far?
Well, I'm seeing a lot of physical play without drawing fouls. Like, they're getting in passing lanes, they're jumping passes. More importantly, they're really just all over their men, evidenced by nearly a 5-second count. Great tip by Cam.
Yeah, like you said, it was almost a 5-second count, and then Cam Gardner does tip the pass coming in. So good effort defensively. We're seeing a lot of energy on the defensive end here, which we desperately needed last night, too.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be the Eutectics here. 11:30 left in this first half. 12-6 lead for the Lynx. Going to give it over to Gray on the wing. Gets the screen from Udalisa. Howard has it now top of the key. They're looking for Rogan down low, who has the mismatch on Maris. Udalisa goes to the basket, and they're going to get him for a travel before, tightly guarded there by Barney. Good defense by Barney, not fouling. It might have been a lot of contact there, but no, there was definitely a travel call first.
Offensively, I want to see, Trayson Gray last possession was guarding Freeman, and Freeman put him on skates with just a regular crossover. Right now, I want to see Cohorse in the post with a smaller Gray guarding him.
Yeah, Gray is definitely, he's guarding Cohorse. I'd like to see him post up. He's doing a good job fronting him. They're trying to get the ball into Cohorse. It does not happen so far. Freeman just going to have to kind of dribble around, do whatever he can. I'm embarrassed about shot one from the parking lot. Now over to Cohorse down low from Barney. No good. Tip in from Cohorse. Good. That's going to be a timeout here from Coach Leff. Going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will take a break as well. You're watching Lincoln College basketball right here on 89X.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. More than just an office you pass by driving through town. Neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community. Contact your local Country Financial representative, Michelle Bauer, today at 211 South Main in Lincoln. Call 217-735-9705 to talk about the things that are important to you and CBD. Cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. And Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
And we're back here at St. Louis. Eutectics got the ball. They're going to take a quick shot here. Rebounded there by Barney. Mishandled the rebound. Him and Freeman were fighting for the ball. It's going to be Wright who's going to dribble the ball up. Pull up three here for Dorsey. No good. Another long rebound. Dorsey actually gets the rebound. And they're going to call a foul there on Freeman. Dorsey did a little floater in the lane. Freeman, he's there. I thought maybe not there for the takeoff, but they're going to get him for the foul. It's going to be and one. Dorsey going to the line for one.
Yeah, it seemed like Dorsey collided with Freeman on his way down. Usually you see that blocking foul called on the way up.
Yeah.
Freeman appeared to be set from our position.
It could have been a no call, I think.
That's what I would have called it, just because it was at the very end. The shot was already away.
Yeah. I mean, he was outside the circle, and he was kind of set, but, they're going to do a free throw instead because of a blocking foul. He did make the free throw 14-9 with just 10 minutes left in this first half. Cohorse going in the lane, kind of bodied somebody, knocked him over, no foul called. Donnelly now over to Gardner in the corner. Gardner gets Freeman cutting. Freeman floater good. I like that play from the lane. Just a nice little simple cut.
Yeah, it's just a cut to the basket.
So here's the Eutectics Howard bringing the ball up for them. He's a bigger guy, and he's bringing the ball up every time for them, it seems like. Udalisa now gets it. No good. It's going to be a long rebound out to Howard. And Freeman they almost lose the rebound again because fighting for the same team. But they do come up with it. Freeman just going to try to do his best here. Kind of loses the dribble. It's going to be taken away there by Duger. And then Freeman's going to pick up a foul.
That's a tough play there. Yeah, Freeman just kind of lost handle of the ball there.
Yeah, lost the dribble, and then Duger is doing a good job defensively, just
harassing him.
He is a pest on the defensive end.
He is a pest.
He is so good at just sitting down in that stance and just following you.
He's just always there.
Yeah, always there. Like you said, he's a shorter guy, but you got a build on him. He's a short, stocky guy, but he stays in front of people. He's quick. Here's Utechnics now. They got Dorsey at the top of the key. Fake screen there from Duger, and they give it to him on the wing. Duger had the open shot. They decided not to take it. They're going to lob it inside to Udalisa, who's immediately doubled. Now out to Wright. Wright going to dribble in. Floater no good. Rebounded there by Clark. And you can hear Donnelly kind of just yelling for the ball right there as Clark thought about dribbling that one. Now Gardner looking for Fuller inside. Who has the mismatch. Cutting Cohorse. Floater no good. Rebounded there by Udalisa. Howard bringing the ball up, pushing the pace here for the Utechnics. Blocked there by Clark on the Howard take. Fuller going the other way. Nice find to Donnelly. He kicks it back out to Fuller and turns the ball over. I think he might have had a layup there. Now here is Utechnics on the other end, and it's going to be a foul there as Howard going to the basket. I believe that will be a foul on Gardner or on Cohorse. It's going to be on Gardner. That's his second. And we're going to free throws here from Dorsey.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. Since 1953, Grau has been a family-owned and operated business committed to Lincoln and Logan County. Grau offers new and pre-owned Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac vehicles, and they have a complete service department that will be there for long after the sale. Grau Chevrolet Buick at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln, and at grauinc.com.
All right, so we got Dorsey not hitting the first one. Second one is good. 16-11 now. Lynx still holding on to that lead. Maris and Pee Wee Brown come back in for the Lynx, and also Rogan coming in for the Utechnics. Donnelly shakes the defender. They're going to get over to Brown in the corner, back over to Maris. Maris gets a screen from Gardner. Maris trying to go into the lane, back over to Pee Wee Brown. Maybe got away with travel there. Going to gallop inside, and he dishes it off to Clark. I thought he might have had a layup there, but it was a smart dish there to Clark.
I think he was worried about the Udalisa block that could be coming. Clark was almost open. It's just good help side defense prevented an easy dunk, which would have been an easy dunk for Tyler Clark.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play there from Dorsey, knocking that one out of bounds. Gardner's going to take a seat, and Barney comes in, so we're going to have a super tall lineup here for the Lynx. We got Donnelly, Clark, Barney, Pee Wee Brown, and Maris out there for the Lynx. They give it over to Maris on the inbound three. Switch bomb. Yeah, nice play there from the Lynx to get Maris open.
Quick trigger from Maris.
Very quick trigger from Maris. Seemed like I blinked and he had that shot already in the hoop. So here's the Utechnics. Barney is guarding Doris. And Wright setting it up, guarded by Pee Wee Brown. Brown doing a good job sticking with Wright there. Now Udalisa top of the key, guarded by Clark. Udalisa loses the ball. It's going to be picked up there by Donnelly. Donnelly, nice little behind-the-back move there from Donnelly. Shake and bake. And it's going to lose the defender, but then he tries to find Brown, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds there from Rogan. But what a dribble move there from Donnelly.
Yeah, Donnelly had
you shaking a little bit there, Spencer.
Donnelly has the ball in the middle of the floor at half court, goes behind his back, and sends Dugar to go guard Pee Wee Brown with the move. Completely lost him there.
Yeah, so it's going to be Donnelly lobbing it in to Pee Wee Brown, who's going to set things up here for the Lynx. Now going to find Donnelly. Gets Barney inside. He's guarded by Fees. Barney, nice little jump hook there. Going to that left hand that he's so prominent with. That's a good move there from Barney.
We haven't seen a true post-up in this season so far. I like that move. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I like that play. I mean, we're going to take advantage of that height advantage that we have. We have Maris here, guarding Dugard. And they're going to call an offensive foul there, trying to get Rogan open. And Ba's going to come pick up a foul. I mean, the Wright's going to come back in for the Tactics, taking the place of Fees. And it's going to be Pee Wee Brown bringing the ball up here for the Lynx. I'd like to see him go back to that post-up. I think we have a little bit of an advantage. And then Barney gets the ball real quick, tries to find a cutting Donnelly. We decided to fake the cut and then come back out to the three-point line, so that one goes out of bounds.
He was about a second early on that pass.
Oh, yeah.
He knew Donnelly was going backdoor. Donnelly was going backdoor, too.
He read it great, but just the pass just wasn't quite there yet. Brown gets hit by a killer screen at the top of the key there from Baugh. And they're going to give it over to Rogan. Rogan finds Dorsey. Dorsey kind of loses the handle. Tightly guarded there by Maris. Dorsey is going to kick it over to Wright, and Wright had his foot out of bounds, so it'll be Lynx basketball. Another turnover here for the Tactics. They're averaging around 19 turnovers per game. They only had 14 against Kokomo the other day. Or that was on December 18th. They lost that game 74-57. So we've both played Kokomo. I mean, they're playing similar teams. I think the Lynx can have a better stretch here against this Tactics team to kind of get things back on the right start. Donnelly driving inside. Nice lefty finish there from Donnelly.
2 o'clock hook there.
Yeah, you can tell all these guys, all of our guards have very good, floater hook shots. They're doing it a lot. Maris does it all the time. It works. So here's right here for the Tactics over to Duger. Now back up to Dorsey. Now over to Rogan for three. No good. Rebounded there by Dorsey. Really, no one contested. That one long by Baugh, and it's going to be picked up by Pee Wee Brown. I don't even know if the Tactics have hit a three yet.
He's had one very early
very early, I think, maybe, and that's going to be really it for this Tactics team, who kind of has been shooting a lot of threes. They're just going to go ISO there for Pee Wee Brown. They get it out of bounds and save it, and back over to Donnelly, who hits a three of his own. So the Lynx 26-11 here early. And they're going to call a foul here. Are they going to call a foul? No, they're going to call a timeout here for Coach Brown for St. Louis College of Pharmacy. So we're going to take a break as well. You're watching Lincoln College basketball right here on 89X.
Return on Athletics, or ROA, is the NAI's proprietary approach to the management of collegiate athletics. It aligns the NAI with the priorities of our member institutions, specifically enrollment, student success, and financial viability. ROA centralizes, both between institutional departments and among NAI members, the collection and analysis of institutional data. Institutions will have access to data analytics tools that show how specific efforts can affect the overall health of the institution. For more information about how your institution can benefit from NAI membership tools, go to nai.org/y-NAIA.
And we're back here at the College of Pharmacy, and the Lynx have a 26-11 here over the Tactics. And Spencer, we're looking great here so far, and it has just been all Lynx here so far. What have you been seeing from the Lynx so far?
I'm seeing a lot of good stuff from them. We're seeing a lot of dribble drives, penetration, kickouts for threes. A lot of quick triggers from the Lynx. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, definitely. And defensively as well, holding this team to 11 points. They're a very rough three-point shooting team as of right now, but they have been pretty money on the year, shooting 32% as a team, which is pretty okay. I mean, they kind of live or die by the three, and they're just not falling, unfortunately, for them. So back in action here, Duger has it at the top of the key. Over to Rogan. Back over to Duger. Duger trying to go all the way, and Pee Wee Brown picks it off. He's going to go down the court. It's tipped away by Duger, and then he picks it back up. It seemed like Pee Wee Brown got hammered underneath, but then they find Donnelly for the three at the top of the key. That's going to be another three for Donnelly, giving 12 on the day. So Donnelly kind of showing the shooting here early for the Lynx.
He's really stroking it from downtown today.
They're going to give it over to Rogan. Rogan from the corner three. Yes, finally something falls here for the Tactics. It's been a very rough shooting day, like we have said. And it's good to see a ball go to the hoop here for the Tactics. And Pee Wee Brown's going to let the clock kind of go out here. We're going to kind of set up an offense here, trying to get something rolling for us. Donnelly now over to Maris. Maris, quick trigger from 3. Swish bomb. My gosh, we are playing so good right now. 32-14. Lynx on top. Just under 4 minutes, I should say, left in this first half. Duger back over to Rogan. Rogan now trying to find Dorsey. Suffocating defense here from the Lynx. We're dropping into that zone that we used yesterday. And over to Howard. Howard loses the pass and they go floater, baseline, no good. Almost rebounded there by Clark, but then they're going to say last touch by Clark. Him and Udalisa going for the rebound.
Good defensive possession there. I like the switch to the zone. Yep. Give the Eutectics something different to look at.
Yeah, Tyler Clark going to take a seat here for the Lynx. Nick Cohorst going to come into the ball game, who's had some minutes here so far. We have Howard underneath the basket at the size advantage on Maris, and that's going to be an easy bucket there for Howard. So it's going to be Pee Wee Brown bringing the ball to the floor. Tightly guarded there by Duger, who's applying some pressure. Brown over to Cohorst. Cohorst had some lane there. He didn't decide to take it. Over to Maris for 3. Yes, and 1.
Unbelievable.
Blake Maris.
Unbelievable.
Blake Maris, I mean, this dude can shoot. Like, we know this. The dude can stroke it. But, I mean, there is a certain time he's the one that kind of kept us in the game yesterday, hitting 2 huge threes for us that kind of cut the lead down a little bit. But
chance for his 14th point of the half now at the free throw line here.
I mean, we've definitely seen Maris go off in the past. Like I said, he scored 38 in a game last year. It was a JV game, but still. He does neck it down, so 14 for number 14 here in the first half. And that is just, Maris has just been kind of going off. He's kind of been not carrying the offense, but he's definitely severely helped this offense. So now it's going to be the Eutectics. Howard, no one's guarding him, so he's just going to step into a 3. No good. Now it's snatched away there by Barney, who's going to kick it over to Maris. Maris going to go baseline, step back, jumper, and good.
Oh, my.
Blake Maris going off. I mean,
oh, my goodness.
That was the move right there. That was a nice little Allen Iverson step back. He drew it and drug it out just a little bit. Wow, what a play there from Blake Maris. Now we got Dorsey, play guarded by Pee Wee Brown, going to get a screen there from Udalisa. Dorsey had the defender in there, didn't decide to take it. Duger decides to second out here. Dorsey for 3. Yes, from the top of the key. Another 3 falls for the Eutectics. So here's the Lynx again. I mean, Spencer, do you keep feeding the hot hand?
Obviously, you got to give him a little heat check here.
Yeah,
he looked like he snuck back door there almost, but
definitely feeling it. He had him in the Donnelly, I should say. Sorry, he had him in the corner there, but they kind of jumped the pass there from Rogan. Tips it out of bounds. It's so nice to see a guy like we have 2 guys kind of going off right now with Donnelly also with 12 points, but it's nice to see our shooter, getting shots early because we need him to get that confidence.
Absolutely. You want to see your shooters getting a rhythm, and Maris has played some extended minutes now because of that.
Yeah, nowhere really to go here for the Lynx. 3-2-1 on the shot clock. That's going to be kind of tipped away there by Howard. Good defensive play there from the Eutectics. Picked up by Howard. Howard going to the lane, kind of hammered there. That's going to be I believe, a jump ball. And it's going to be a jump ball, so we will retain, or we will get possession, I should say. 38-19 is a minute 44 left to play in this first half.
Lynx with a really, really good offensive performance right now. Obviously up 38-19, so defensively they're doing great. Offensively they're doing amazing. They are just knocking down everything.
Yeah, we haven't seen this Lynx team shoot like this in the half yet. We scored 28 in the half yesterday, already to 38 with a minute 30 left to play. So, we have a chance to add to that. Hopefully we can just kind of get something going here for the second half. Donnelly going in for the floater, no good. Kind of came up holding his knee there. Hopefully that doesn't bug him too much. Kind of wincing a little bit. And it's going to be a foul with Howard dribbling the ball up floor.
Eutectics were in a 1-3-1 zone there.
There's going to be a little warning there for Devin Howard from the ref,
You're getting a little chippy down there.
Yeah, definitely him and Pee Wee Brown kind of going at it. And they're going to say no more talking from either of them. Actually, they didn't really even talk to...
It was more of a brush-up. They had a legitimate brush-up.
So it's just going to be on Howard. Eutectics got it now. Rogan at the wing. Going to get a screen from Udalisa. Give it over to Howard. Over to Fees in the corner now. Swing pass. No good. Well short there from Fees. That's going to be rebounded there by Brown, who's going to bring the ball up the floor. Over to Donnelly, now over to Maris. Maris, quick trigger. Rattles in, goes off the rim, off the backboard, back in. That's just the kind of day Blake Maris is having.
That's what we like to call
at the half.
Shooter's touch right there.
Under a minute now here in this first half. We got Dorsey over to Rogan. Rogan for three, yes. So the sign of life here for the Eutectics here. Just close out this half. They're starting to knock down some shots here, Spencer.
Yeah, it's really coming from Uros Rogan. He's got 2 3-pointers, I think, now. And it seems like they come right after a Blake Maris three.
Yeah, every time they always have to respond with the three. So shot clock, game clock separated by about 5 seconds, under 20 seconds now. And it's just Pee Wee Brown kind of dribbling at the top of half court. And he's just going to try to take it himself. Nice little floater there from Brown off glass, no good. Rebounded by Udalisa. It's going to be Howard bringing the ball up the floor. Now over to Dorsey. Dorsey has to double clutch in air. No good. Rebounded there by Barney, and Barney not going to even throw up a full court heave, I should say. So the Lynx holding on to a 41-22 lead at half. And, I mean, Spencer, what are you seeing from the Lynx that is so different than our last game?
I mean, really, it's what looks the same from last game. Nothing looks the same. This looks like a completely new team. Blake Maris shooting the lights out, 19 points at the half. Are you kidding? I think the highlight of the half for me, that double clutch floater he had. He bounced off contact, double clutch, jump shot floater, unbelievable.
It's another layer to his game. He can take it to the ball of the basket, even though he is very, very much smaller than the other guys. He still is fearless going to the basket. He knows he can be crafty and get the ball off the glass. What do you want the Lynx to maybe improve on in the second half? I mean, defensively we look good, held them to 22, but it's been very much a defensive lockdown for us so far. But what can we improve in the second half?
I want to see us make less turnovers. We're still turning the ball over, and this is a great game, but turnovers are still a problem. Mm-hmm. It's just that the Eutectics have not done a great job of capitalizing off of said turnovers. Lynx need to clean that up a little bit if they want to maintain this large lead.
Yeah, well said. And we're going to take a break here for halftime. We'll see you again in about 10 minutes or so. You're watching Lincoln College basketball right here on 89X. We'll see you at half.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You accidentally cut your daughter's bangs unevenly. Do you A, line things up a centimeter from her hairline?
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
No. Sweatbands are so hot right now. Everyone's wearing them. Like that basketball player and that other basketball player.
B, get spiritual.
Mom, where did all the mirrors go?
A reflection could never capture our true selves.
Huh?
Beauty is within.
C, look on the bright side.
Less time blow drying, more time texting.
Or D, show empathy.
Mom, you really don't have
Ta-da! Twinsies.
I kind of love it. As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple 100 years.
I know. I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think you would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover guitar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
On Misericordia University Week, interactions with those we dislike or ignore could have important ramifications for the future. I'm Dr. Lynn Pasquarella, President of the Association of American Colleges and Universities. And today on the Academic Minute, Alicia Nordstrom, Professor of Psychology, details how one project is doing just that.
Why do we hate and fear people that we have never even met? Like the fans of a rival sports team, or the person walking towards you down the street. Our brains evaluate others so quickly that stereotypes cloud our judgment before we even realize it. As a psychology professor, I developed a class assignment called the Voices Project to reduce stereotypes and prejudice in my students by having them interview a person from a social group that they disliked and write a memoir about the life of their interviewee. My students were not thrilled about this, but they returned to class after their interviews and said, "I was just a regular person," which is exactly what we all are, just regular people. I worked with an interdisciplinary team of faculty, and we used these stories to create a staged reading program that was performed to the campus and community. These stories, written by first-year students, became a social justice mouthpiece for ignored, misunderstood, and stigmatized groups. I did this project again with a focus on physical disability, and most recently on mental health. Both times, the stories were filmed as documentaries and aired on our local PBS channel. The mental health version was also performed in New York City as part of the Broadway-bound Theater Festival. As a researcher, I collected data that showed that the Voices Project reduced racist attitudes in my students and reduced the stigma of mental health in the audience members who watched the shows. So go talk to someone new, somebody you don't know, and maybe even that you don't like. One conversation can change your mind.
That was Alicia Nordstrom of Misericordia University. You can find this, other segments, and more information about the professors at academicminute.org.
Production support for the Academic Minute comes from AAC and U, advancing liberal learning and research for the public good.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Here's 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse pre-diabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Recyclable wind turbines. I'm Randy Simon, and this is Earthwise, a look at our changing environment. The blades of modern wind turbines can be longer than the wing of a Boeing 747. Their useful lifetime is perhaps 20 years, and after that, they can't just be hauled away. They end up being cut up with special industrial saws to create pieces small enough to be strapped to a tractor trailer. Then they end up in landfills. There are thousands of blades being removed each year, and those numbers are growing. Wind turbine blades are currently manufactured using thermoset resin, which cannot be recycled. It is also energy intensive and manpower intensive to produce. Researchers at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, in partnership with Arkema Incorporated of Pennsylvania, have demonstrated the feasibility of using thermoplastic resin instead to make wind turbine blades. That material can be recycled and can also enable longer, lighter weight, and lower cost blades. Using thermoplastic could allow manufacturers to build blades on site, alleviating the problems of transporting ever larger turbine blades. Current blades are made primarily of composite materials like fiberglass infused with thermoset resin. The manufacturing process requires additional heat to cure the resin, which adds cost and time. Thermoplastic resin cures at room temperature and requires less labor. With regard to recycling, thermoplastic resin, when heated above a certain temperature, melts into its original liquid resin and can be reused. NREL has demonstrated the feasibility of the thermoplastic resin system by manufacturing nearly identical blades using both the standard materials and the thermoplastics. NREL has also developed a techno-economic model to evaluate the cost benefits of using thermoplastic resin. Earthwise is a production of WAMC. Find us on Facebook and listen anytime at WAMCpodcasts.org.
It was a goal that I wanted to achieve from the very beginning. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. I wasn't sure if I could do it. It was very hard for me, but the teachers, the counselors, they help you. One of the teachers was Miss Araceli. Miss Araceli, she gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll come over and she'll sit there with you until you get it.
At age 47, with the help of his teacher, Marco finished his high school diploma.
50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work. Getting your high school diploma, it is a life-changing experience. It really is. It catapults you to where you want to go.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
180 over 111, and I had a stroke. When I woke up, I couldn't speak or walk.
145 over 92, and then I had a heart attack.
182 over 100, and I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke. Everything changed. It felt like my life was over.
This is what high blood pressure sounds like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent.
150 over 90, and I had a stroke. If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation. 180 over 110, and I had a stroke. And I'm 33, so I never see this coming.
If you've come off your treatment plan, get back on it, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Head to toe, everything's changed. Head to toe.
Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to St. Louis, where the Lynx are holding on to a 41-22 lead here at half. There's still about 3 minutes or so before the second half starts. Spencer, we got some stat sheets here. What jumps off the page to you other than those 19 points from Maris?
Elijah Donnelly's posting a really solid stat line tonight. 12 total points, along with 5 assists. He's on pace for a double-double right now.
Yeah, and only 3 turnovers, so that means decent turnover to assist ratio. You can tell he's really trying to get other guys involved. But Maris, 4 of 5 from 3. And our shooting splits are so much better than they have been.
Well, the team's shooting 59% from the field right now, which is higher than our free throw percentage for the year so far. So it just shows you they're on fire right now.
Yeah, and 100% from the free throw line. Only 3 attempts.
Yes.
Only 3 attempts, but, so we're going to take all kind of the little wins that we can. We need those free throw numbers to definitely improve, but,
And Maris saw a huge spike in his minutes today. He's at 14 minutes logged, which I think is more than he played yesterday.
Yeah, perhaps. He has been definitely, he's one of those guys where if the shot's not there, they don't play him as much, but, if he's making shots, you have to leave him in there because he provides that energy that the Lynx need. And you can tell, I mean, every time he's hitting the shot, the bench is just going crazy.
He's sort of a Vinnie Johnson type player.
The microwave.
The microwave, exactly. When they need a big-time shot, he's there to make it, and then he gets hot.
Yeah, it's one of those things. As soon as he sees one go in, they're all going to go in after that. But for the Tactics, what do you think is kind of going, I don't want to say going wrong, but what do you think that, that needs to happen for them here in the second half?
They can't shoot 7 for 30 again in this half.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're getting decent looks, too. I mean, we're kind of suffocating them on the defensive end, but, I mean, we're giving them decent looks. I mean, Fees had a couple open looks where I thought he could have made them and should have made them, but, I mean, sometimes they just don't fall for you. Right
now, Fees is 1 for 5 from 3 and the field. That's all he's attempted so far. So if you're a U-Tactics fan, you want to hear them get Fees the ball outside of the three-point line a little bit more. Try to get him some other looks.
And he definitely likes to shoot them, so, I mean, he can shoot his way out of a slump here. I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to just keep shooting until one eventually falls, because then more and more will start piling up as well.
For sure. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments Coach Lepp made. There's not a lot you need to make. You just want to keep the intensity high. You want to keep seeing the ball go through the hoop.
And about 30 seconds left here before we start the second half. I mean, just watching the guys come out of the locker room at half, they look so much different. I mean, they look like they're really having a lot of fun out there, and they're just all smiles coming out of the locker room after half.
A little bit of bounce in their stretch, maybe.
Yeah. And now we got the bench, clapping by the final 10 seconds here. I like to see the bench get into it. A lot of Andre Williams today. I mean, he's a
hype man.
He's a hype man.
And as we get ready to start this second half, the Lynx are going to bring back their starters. This is Elijah Donnelly, Pee Wee Brown, DeAndre Freeman, Connor Fuller, and Tyler Clark. And for the U-Tactics, R.J. Wright, Trevin Dugar, Darius Dorsey, Will Fees, and Jason Udalisa. Dugar with the ball in the middle of the floor. A little bit of pressure here from the Lynx, left side. He's trapped immediately. Here's Fees, way out, trap. High pressure defense here. Right open in the corner. Drives, kicks. Udalisa looking. Tyler Clark blocks it off the backboard.
I mean, I thought Clark was for sure going to pick up a foul there because he got him up in the air first. Udalisa did. And, Clark, stay in discipline, staying straight up. And that allows him to kind of come down with the block. There's a big play there for the big man.
Wright will take it out of bounds here for the U-Tactics after the block by Clark. Wide spread here. Just toss it into Udalisa. Udalisa looks for cutting. He gets it to Wright in the left corner. Wright, top step, dribbles in the middle. Dugar, right wing. Setting up his offense, guarded by Freeman. Dugar surveying. Udalisa screens. Dugar driving. Kicks out for Wright. Three-pointer from the left wing is good.
We saw Wright there get the open look. I thought Fuller might have been set there to take the charge on Dugar, but I guess not. I mean, Fuller just might have been there just a tad bit late.
Fuller now on the right side. Freeman knocked out of bounds by Dugar. We talked about Dugar earlier. He's a pesky defender out there.
Yeah, that's definitely what he's been doing the whole game, just kind of pressuring every time someone catches. They just need just someone to just pressure the pass. They want him to think about it as soon as they catch it.
Fuller now middle of the floor, dribbling to his left. Hands off, Pee Wee Brown holding. Left corner, lobs it into the post for Clark. Clark catches, turns, stripped by Dugar. Dugar up the floor now. Dorsey, lob to Wright. Wright comes down, catches it, and puts it in for the layup. Here's Freeman now. Lynx pushing the pace.
I'd like to see, Tyler Clark get more post touches like that. He's pretty open. There's Fuller from three, no good.
Here's Dorsey now, middle of the floor, pushing it for the Tactics. 3-on-3 break. Donnelly stops and gets maybe a little piece of there. Ball goes out of bounds off of Dorsey. Lynx get the ball here. 41-27.
I want to go back down to this play there from Tyler Clark. He did get it. He caught it real high, but his mistake was he brought it down low and allowed Dugar to come in and strip that ball away from him. If he'd have kept it up high, just tried to dunk and turn and dunk, he was right there next to the rim. I mean, that would really help the big man if he just turned and dunked.
Donnelly, left wing three, bang! Knocked down three-pointer.
That was another just great play there from Donnelly. He is not hesitant whatsoever shooting that three ball anymore.
Really showing a quick trigger today. Here's Dugar, middle floor, crossover, goes left, drives lane, kicks out Fees. Fees swings right, left wing. He holds. Starts his dribble, guarded by Brown. Goes left, Fees, handoff. Going right now. Kicks to the corner. Dugar goes baseline. Kicks out for Fees. Top of the key three-pointer is good.
I do want to say good play there from Fees, but Dugar had a layup. I mean, he had the layup, but that lurking Tyler Clark definitely forced him to kick it out there for the three.
Here is Fuller driving the basket right side, and a double dribble is called.
Oh, man, different angle. Maybe it looked like that. I couldn't really see it from here. He's tightly guarded there by Fees, though.
Here's Dugar now, bringing it up for the Eutectics, who are down 14 here. Dugar, middle of the lane, kicks out Udalisa, top of the key three, no good. And a rebound by the Lynx, but Dugar comes down with it at the very end. Dorsey puts up a three, and he is open.
That was Pee Wee Brown and DeAndre Freeman both going up for the rebound, and Dugar, smart player he is, he acknowledges that, and he just goes and steals it from both of them.
12-3 run now by the Eutectics here out of the start of the second half. Fuller dribbling over to Brown on the right side. Brown drives, pull up Jay from the free throw, and gets fouled. So he will head to the line.
It was a good play there from Pee Wee Brown. He got the guy up in the air and just decided to go right around him, and then he just got hit in the back right there.
Lincoln College basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln. Country financial agents are members of their local communities, neighbors who lend a helping hand to local causes and community projects. And when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have an impact on your family's future. Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative, is located at 211 South McLean Street in Lincoln, or at 217-735-9705.
That was Pee Wee Brown there going 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 45-33 now.
Fuller picking up Dugar, bounces off. Here's Wright. He dribbles it out. Hesitation, crossover. Back to Dugar in the left corner. Swings back out. Now Dorsey on the right side. Fees, right corner guarded by Fuller. Here's a high screen by Udalisa. Dorsey driving, stops, kicks. Fees wide open on the wing, and that is money.
We're just going to see Fees here kind of come to life here. Cut it to a 9-point lead here for the Lynx. But, yeah, Fees come to life here in the second.
19-point deficit is now down to 9.
That's 9 points now for Fees. 2 threes here in the second half for him.
Here is Donnelly driving right side. He stops at the high post. He kicks to Pee Wee Brown. Crossover, right wing. Looking to get the ball to Tyler Clark in the post. Lobs it in to Tyler. And Fees knocks it out of Tyler's hands, but steps out of bounds on his way.
Fees is definitely a lurking defender. He's a very good team defender. You can see he was just baiting that pass there into Tyler Clark. We're going to see Barney come in for him now.
Fees' energy level has definitely improved since he made that first three of the half.
He's got a second win. He's a second live here. He's like a completely different player here to start.
Freeman gets it into Barney. Barney gets a handle on it in the post. And that is stolen by Wright off of the pass. Here's Wright pushing it up the floor. 3-on-3 break again. Kicks out. Dorsey, right corner three is long. Wright with it. Gets knocked out of his hands momentarily. He has it. Kicks out Fees. Wild pass, but maintained by the Eutectics. Dugar setting up his offense. Trying to maintain some control with 12 seconds on the shot clock. He goes right off of the screen. Puts it up against Barney. Barney gets a piece of that one. Now the Lynx are running the other way. Brown in the middle of the floor. Swings. Donnelly. Great move. Takes it up and blocked by... And Barney, offensive rebound, can't quite put that one in.
Yeah, that one's blocked by Udalisa, and then Donnelly gets his own rebound. And, I mean, he tries to put it back in, couldn't get it there, but then Barney comes in, and he also gets the offensive rebound, misses the shot, but he was fouled.
So the Lynx up 45-36 here with 15 minutes and 46 seconds left to play here in the second half. Barney at the line. Lefty's stroke is good for his first free throw.
I mean, we're seeing the Lynx. It's something different. We're seeing a lot more confidence from the line. It seems like they want to go to the line more this game. I know we only took 3 in that first half, but just seeing the guys, they step up to the free throw line different as Barney knocks down 2 of 2.
And that's a good thing to see. He missed his only free throw, I believe, last half.
Yep. We didn't miss a free throw last half. We went 3 for 3. He did struggle from the line last night. But yeah, it's looking good here early on.
Right, looking for a post up. Dorsey posting Freeman up, drop steps, kicks back out right in the left corner. Right, drives baseline, and they're going to get a foul on Barney, I believe.
Or no, I believe it's going to be on. Yeah, they're going to put it on Pee Wee Brown. He kind of was forcing him out of bounds, and I thought that's what they're going to call it. They're going to get Pee Wee Brown for the second foul of the ball game for just the blocking foul standard.
Both teams like to run that kind of 4 wide spread there. Okay, right. Posting up, Brown goes left side, can't get it to go in, and Brown will come up with the rebound.
Yeah, that 4 wide set, like you said, they're really just looking to lob it in. They're not really going to run a set play on the out of bounds.
Freeman now with it on the right wing. He's dribbling. Finds Maris on the left side. Maris, hot hand, shoots it up, and that one is back iron, no good. Barney skies for an offensive rebound. Kind of a wild shot.
It wasn't a shot, but I mean, he lost it out of bounds and about made it on the side basket over there.
That was what I was.
That's what
I got confused.
Saying. Yeah, there was a side basket that is down since there's no fans in here. And, yeah, that one about went in there for Barney.
Right now on the left wing. Here's Udalisa at the top of the key. Gets it over to Dorsey. Right, posting up Brown. Help side by Maris. Maris strips it from him. Here's Maris pushing. Slows down. Veteran play there.
Yeah, nice. Just slow things down. Don't want to force anything.
Donnelly now, right side. Crossover, shake, bake, pull up, floater. Yes.
It's kind of sat there on top of the rim there. It's one of those things where we're just kind of easing up in our seat there, waiting for that one to go down. Good play there for Donnelly.
Lynx 49 up 36 on the Technics, and a offensive foul. Donnelly draws that.
And you can see that the Technics are definitely making an effort to drive in the lane more in this half, because you know that'll free up the shots. There's going to be a timeout on the play, so we will take a break as well. You're watching Lynx basketball right here on 89X.
Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln is proud to be a sponsor this season of Lincoln College men's and women's basketball on 89X and on LCTV. Thanks to their generous support, you'll never miss a single broadcast this season as the Lynx compete in NAIA action. Grau Chevrolet Buick has served the Lincoln and surrounding area with new and used vehicles, along with a complete service department since 1953. Grau is open Monday through Friday between 8 and 7, and on Saturdays 8 to 3. Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln at 1905 North Kickapoo.
And welcome back to St. Louis, Missouri, where we have Lincoln College basketball right now. Lynx up 49-36 on the St. Louis College of Pharmacy Eutectics. Adam, what are we seeing today?
You know, we definitely come out a little more flat here in the second half, but we had such a high there at the end of the first, so, you know, it's kind of our guys not really getting used to playing here in the second half, but the Eutectics have found new life, and they're actually knocking down some shots.
Barney brought the ball up here for the Lynx. Donnelly kind of lost a handle on it, gets stuffed. Barney, tough shot from the post, no good. And it looks like a scrap there. Maris and Howard both had their hands on it. Jump ball is called, and it stays with the Lynx.
Yeah, it was a nice little post up there from Barney. He tried to go for that left hand again, but they definitely played it. That's one of those ones where you fake going to your left shoulder and you spin back around and go to the basket. Maybe gets a dunk that way.
Freeman lobs it into Barney. Barney catches it. Brown on the jump shot corner. Here is Freeman. Now Maris swings it into Barney in the post. Swings out. Donnelly recovers. Three-pointer is up. Front iron, no good. Ball loose and knocked out of bounds off of Howard.
Yeah, that was a good find there from Barney. I mean, he definitely, the pass got a little tip there. He was looking for Donnelly in the corner. Donnelly ended up having to catch it on the wing to fire that one away. But maybe if he got that one, maybe a little more in his shooting pocket, that would have been.
Double team. Swings out. Donnelly now open left corner. Three-pointer short. No good. Rogan with it now. Middle of the floor for the Eutectics. Slows up. Howard with it. Right wing. He moves to the middle of the floor for Dugar. Dugar swings right. Back to Dugar. Left wing. Right. Left corner. Dugar trying to set something up. Ba fakes a screen. Kicks out Howard. Rogan now. Right wing. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Good fake by Rogan, gets it to Ba, and Ba puts it in.
That was a good dump-off pass there from Rogan. You know, he saw Barney coming up, help side. He's going to try to block that one off the backboard. And then Rogan, just nice dump-off pass there to Ba.
Lynx still up 49-38 here. Pee Wee Brown hands off to Maris. Maris on the right side finds a cutting Donnelly. Donnelly puts it up and in. Nice find there by Maris.
Smart, and a smart cut there. He thought he tried to play Rogan there, and then he just goes right behind him to the basket instead of going over to set the screen like usual.
Howard now with it. Finds Dugar on the right wing. Dugar swings Howard. Rogan. Left side, right. Right. Shakes, bakes, kicks. Ba, great hands by Freeman with the steal. Here's Freeman on the left side. Almost gets his pocket picked. Oh, and slides out of bounds.
That's that pesky defense there from Dugar once again. I mean, he's just so much pressure coming and dribbling up the floor like that. And Freeman, you know, just lost the handle just a little bit there.
Cam Gardner checks in here for Pee Wee Brown. So the Lynx have DeAndre Freeman, Blake Maris, Cam Gardner, Dejon Barney, and Elijah Donnelly on the floor for them right now.
You always want to say Devontae Freeman, like the Atlanta running back.
I'm going to get it eventually. I'm going to get it. Ba with it on the high post. Hands off for Wright, cutting. Kicks out. Dugar pump fakes. Doesn't shoot it. Rogan, left wing three-pointer is up. No good. Barney with the rebound.
I thought Dugar should have just taken that one from the corner. He had Maris closing out on, but it was a slower closeout.
Donnelly finds Freeman, turns his man around on the crossover, can't quite get it to go down. Now Dugar racing. Here is Rogan on the left side, puts up a layup. Good.
That was a strong play there. I mean, a strong fast break there from the Utectics. It was just a nice find, and Rogan, nice little smooth finish.
Links up 51-40 now. It's 11:50 to play here in the second half. Donnelly on the right side finds Freeman, top of the key. He gets a screen from Gardner. Between the legs, drives right, puts up a tough shot, and foul is called. Looks like Freeman will go to the line here.
That was a good take there by Freeman. I like seeing him not settle for those mid-range jumpers. He definitely could have taken one right there, but we noticed he had kind of a mismatch there and just decided to take it right at him. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Freeman does such a great job of getting his defender off keel, it seems like.
Yeah, he gets him very off balance and just kind of thinking about where he's going to. He's a shifty player, I should say. That's best way to describe him. He can change directions very fast. We saw it last night where he got called for a charge where it literally just looked like he stopped and the person kind of went flying. But I don't know if that was because of push-off or just because of the change of direction.
Darius Dorsey checks in here for the Utectics. Freeman goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Cohorst checks in for Freeman.
A bigger lineup here for the Lynx with Maris and Donnelly really running the guards, and then we got Cohorst, Barney, and Gardner going to be running the front line for the Lynx.
This gives that kind of flexibility to go into that zone if need be. Here goes Dugar, right side, kicks out. He finds Rogan, pump fakes again, head fake, great move by Rogan, can't quite get it. Ba goes to the ground, just throws it out. Dorsey somehow comes up with it. Dugar resets the offense here with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to get a screen from Ba. Goes left, kicks. Howard back to Dugar, top of the key. 3 seconds. Going to have to put up a shot on Cohorst. Off scoop, layup, go.
What a play there from Dugar. He went up and kind of threw Cohorst and then just slithery finish, just flips it right over him.
11 minutes left here in St. Louis. Links up 53-42. Barney loses the handle on it. Retains possession, though. Cohorst lifts up a 3, and that's short from the right corner. Now Howard pushing for the Utectics. Gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey, Euro step, almost erased by Barney, but that shot falls for the Utectics.
A lot of contact there. They wanted the and one, but no good. I mean, no foul there.
Donnelly driving, loses the handle on it. Now here's Rogan going the other way. Looking to draw some contact. Nice move and gets it to go. Lynx up 53-46 still, but that link is shrinking.
It's very, very much shrinking. We're not doing a very good job of protecting the ball. We just need to get an easy basket here and get us back on track.
Donnelly, the senior transfer from ISU with it. He goes right, swings back. Gardner thought about a 3. Jab steps, dribbles. Cohorst goes right. Kicks Maris off the hands of Rogan and out of bounds. Lynx retain possession.
It seems like the Lynx are very much more hesitant this half to make a pass. It's like we're thinking about it more. It's not like a fluid motion. We're kind of getting caught in the air sometimes on the passes, or the passes are just getting tipped a little too much. Good defense here for the Utectics.
Here's Barney now. Almost finds a cutting Cohorst, but Maris with the nose to the ball gets it back. Here's Donnelly deep 3. Off the backboard, no good. Howard with it now. Going the other way. Dugar races left side, gets contact, and will go to the line.
That's going to be Dugar going to the line for 2 off the Donnelly foul there. It was a strong move there from Dugar going to the basket.
Coach Lepp does not agree with the call. Very fired up on that.
It was either he's really fired up about the play or about the poor defense in transition there by the Lynx.
So the first free throw for Dugar goes down. Lynx up 53-47. This was a 19-point lead at halftime.
Yeah. It's definitely, showing our defensive efforts not quite there in the second half. And
Dugar's second rolls in. Pee Wee Brown checks in here for Elijah Donnelly.
Yeah, I think Donnelly, not quite engaged here in the second half so far. You got to get Pee Wee Brown back in there, see if he can just kind of make something happen. He's been very quiet so far in this game.
Barney bringing the ball up the floor, gets it into Pee Wee Brown. Brown gets trapped behind half court, gets it to Maris. Maris has it on the right side. Maris shaking and baking, spin move. Stops, finds Barney in the post. Barney gets it out to Brown. Brown trying to set up, almost stepped across half court, but still has it. Here's Brown sizing up Dorsey. Crossover, pull up. Deep two, can't quite get it. Dugard just lets it bounce out of bounds.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't try to go more for Cam Gardner right there. He had Dugard on him the whole possession there. Talk about a distinct height advantage there for Cam Gardner, but they still decided not to really post him up. Maybe that's something they need to exploit here.
Tyler Clark checks in here for Dejan Barney here for the Lynx. Dugard now with it behind the back, hanging around the middle of the floor. Behind the back pass to Dorsey. Dorsey kind of lost his footing, still drives the lane though. Rogan swings out for Dugard. Dugard sets things up with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to try to get a screen from Dorsey. Dorsey has the three-pointer from the right wing. No good. Brown with the rebound.
It was a late closeout there from Cohorst, but he still got there. It's still a decent closeout there for Cohorst to really disrupt that shot.
Great spin move by Brown. He gets a pass to Clark and then a tie-up, but I believe a foul is called by Dorsey.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul there on Dorsey. They're trying to get Clark involved, but I think the tactics realize, when Clark gets it, they can kind of just go over there and kind of grab the ball or grab him. So they're really kind of pouncing on Clark every time he touches the ball. They're immediate double coming over to try to steal that ball away from him.
And Clark only with 2 points today.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not been as active. I believe that one his 2 points came off an offensive rebound as well. So, maybe get him a little bit more post touches here. Just see what happens. That might open someone else up.
Maris, left side, jumper, good, unbelievable. Blake Maris is absolutely unconscious today.
Yeah, that's giving 21 in the game a chance to make it 22. And that one, he definitely faked the three, got the guy up in the air, and just went into the key just a little bit, and just jump shot. No, he's had 2 jump shot fouls today, or drawn 2 fouls off of jump shots, I should say.
Which is, you don't see that a lot.
No, I don't see it at all.
So for a chance to convert the and one, Maris puts it in for the 3-point play. 56-48, Lynx with 8:34 left to play. Howard bringing the ball up for the Tactics, goes middle of the floor, drives. He picks up his dribble, puts up a shot after no defense comes on him, but Clark with the rebound. Gets it to Pee Wee Brown. Brown will bring it up the floor. Brown, the freshman out of Peoria, on the right side, setting up the offense. Here's Cohorst, middle of the floor, drives left. Passes off of Dugard's foot and bounces right to Howard. Howard looking to drive. You could say that's a good foul by Cohorst.
He's saving the layup, really. But Cohorst at the other end, I thought it might have been a kicked ball because he did kind of throw it up at someone's foot. But I guess maybe it's not an intentional kick, maybe. But he's trying to find the backdoor cut there with Pee Wee Brown, but it's not there. So we just do not force it under any circumstance.
Will Fees checks back in here for the Tactics, so it'll be interesting to see how the Lynx play him defensively. Here is Udalisa. Isolating Clark at the top of the key. Udalisa drives. And a blocking foul is called by Maris. I like that play by Maris, but obviously it's called a block.
I don't know. He was there, I thought, but, he kind of had, it was a similar play to last time. He may not have had the best angle on it. He might have been more to the side of him instead of right in front of him. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 here for Udalisa here.
Lynx up 56-48. Looks like they said he was in the act of shooting on that play. So Udalisa will get 2 shots. He misses the first.
Didn't expect that. I thought it was only going to be a 1-and-1.
And Udalisa's second is also not good. Rebounded by Gardner. He gets it to Brown, who will bring it up the floor here for the Lynx with 7:50 left and an 8-point lead. Brown on the left side, guarded by Wright. Brown surveying. Goes right now. Drives the lane, loses the handle on it, and it is knocked out of bounds. And a foul is called on R.J. Wright. That's his first of the game.
Yeah, that's going to be Pee Wee Brown going to the line for 2 shots here.
Lincoln College Basketball on LCTV and WLNX is brought to you by your CBD store in Lincoln. CBD is found in industrial hemp plants and has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. They are located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
Yeah, there's going to be, after the 2 free throws there from Pee Wee Brown, going to be a quick timeout. So we are going to take a break as well. You're watching Lincoln College Basketball right here on 89X.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. More than just an office you pass by driving through town. Neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community. Contact your local Country Financial representative, Michelle Bauer, today at 211 South Main in Lincoln. Call 217-735-9705 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
And welcome back inside St. Louis Health Science and Pharmacy Center here in St. Louis, Missouri. Lynx are up 58-48 here with 7:38 left in the second half. Great game being played right now.
Yeah, it's definitely, this half has definitely been more Eutectics than Lynx, but Lynx still just clinging on to that lead. I mean, we're just barely just kind of making this one kind of sort of a blowout.
Right now, hands off Rogan left side. Rogan looking for a pass. He gets a screen. He drives right. Tough pass. Can't quite get it to his man, and it goes out of bounds. Lynx ball.
It was a good play there by Rogan. Just couldn't find Udalisa down low. Kind of do that wrap-around, bounce pass, but just a little too far out there.
Brown on the left side. Calling for a screen from Clark. Good spin move. Gets his man off of him. Brown gets it to Gardner now. Bringing it back to the middle of the floor. Jump shot. No good. Ball loose. Fees with the rebound. And Rogan will bring it up the floor here for the Eutectics. Down 10 with 7 minutes left to play. Rogan goes down. Throws it out of bounds. Kind of on that play. Maris looked like he climbed over the top of Rogan.
Rogan ended up going in between Maris's legs. And, he threw it out of bounds. So it's definitely an odd play. We don't really see that one too often. Fuller checks in for Cam Guards.
Maris now left side. Gets it to Cohorse, middle of the floor. Brown. Jab step down into the post for Clark. And that is a foul called on Udalisa, I believe.
Yeah, they're really they're calling it really close to every time Clark catches the ball. And it is going to be in the bonus here, so Clark's going to go to the line for 1-and-1. But every time Clark seems to touch the ball, they do have the 2 guys coming to swarm him, but it seems like every time they're also grabbing his arm every time, so it's going to be a foul, mostly.
DeAndre Freeman checks in here for the Lynx, and Darius Dorsey in for the Eutectics. So, as Adam said, Tyler Clark at the line here for a 1-and-1. Lines it up. Spins off the rim. Udalisa gets the rebound. Very close to stepping out of bounds there.
I thought he was out of bounds, to be honest with you, but no call.
Rogan now, middle of the floor. Gets it to Dorsey. Dorsey puts it up and in over a leaping Freeman.
That's too easy right there. That was just a simple entry pass for a layup. I mean, no defense there at all.
Fuller now driving. What a pass, over the shoulder pass. Can't quite handle it by Clark. And Udalisa landed out of bounds there.
I mean, that was a sick pass there by Fuller. It goes behind the head through 2 guys, and then Clark just wasn't ready for the pass, couldn't catch it, because that would have been a dunk. That would have been a jam.
It would have been an absolute highlight.
Yeah.
It was very Jason Williams-esque, kind of that no look behind the head. Oh, sweet. Dugar checks back in here for Udalisa, and he will guard the inbounder, DeAndre Freeman.
I think they need to kind of maybe run some post-ups here for Freeman. I think he needs to exploit that height advantage.
Well, Clark finished it, but they called the foul on the ground, so Clark will go to the line here.
Yeah, Clark. It's what we were saying last night. Every time they call a foul on the floor, we always make the shot after. But we never make the convert on the and ones when they're actually shooting it. So Clark will go to the line for 1-and-1 once again.
Lynx up 8 with 6:11 left to play in the second half. Clark's first back iron, front iron, backboarded in. Got every inch of that rim right there.
He did, yeah. He found every inch he could there to get that one to fall. Like I said, back iron, front iron, top of the backboard in.
Clark's second is clean. That one just went straight through.
Good to see Clark make 2 of 2 there. I mean, he's had been struggling from the line, and it's good to see one go through. It'll probably give him some more confidence later on in this game.
Barney checks in here for Clark. Rogan now, middle of the floor for the Eutectics. Freeman goes down right, almost shot the 3. Rogan now driving right, gets by Barney, absorbs contact, and does not put it in, but gets fouled.
Yeah, it was kind of, Barney just kind of got lost right there. I don't really know who he thought he was supposed to guard, and then Rogan kind of cut in on him, and he was kind of stuck, so we just had to foul to not give up the layup.
So with 6 minutes and 1 second left here in the second half, Rogan will go to the line for a couple of free throws. And Rogan's first is good. Udalisa checks in here for Dugar. A little bit more size comes in the game here for the Eutectics.
They haven't put it on the score yet, but I believe that's only Barney's first or second foul, so nothing really to worry about.
Rogan's second is good as well. So Lynx lead is still 8 with 6 minutes to play. Freeman bringing the ball up the floor here for the Lynx. Middle of the floor, sizing it up, going right. Gets it to Maris, swings to Donnelly left side. Donnelly going right now. Stops. Good pass to Maris. Maris regains possession inbounds. And here is a missed shot by Barney. Offensive rebound by Fuller, who puts it in.
Fuller, right place, right time. I mean, that ball just bounced right to him, and no one was around him. And he just, with ease with that layup.
Rogan going left. Spins, now goes right. Hands off for Dorsey. Dorsey going left. Loses the handle on it. Freeman, great steal. He's done that a couple of times now.
Yeah,
pass up the floor, Fuller. Swings, Maris, hot hand, corner. Trifecta is good from Maris.
Give him 25 on the day. Have a day, Blake Maris. He has been hitting that shot. I mean, in his sleep, wide open from the three-point line. You cannot do that under any circumstance if you're the Eutectics.
65-52 with 5 minutes left to play. Lynx leading. Donnelly guarding Dorsey. Dorsey gets it to Udalisa. Good help side by Fuller. Not quite good enough as he draws the foul.
That was a good slip there by Udalisa. They really wanted you to think he's going to set the screen and then the roll, but he kind of came over there instead of setting the screen, just slipped right to the basket, and they found him with a little lob pass over. Just could not convert on the end one. It went in and out.
Udalisa gets 2 shots here from the line now, and his first is good. Adam, what do you think the Lynx need to continue doing here to maintain their lead and get this win?
You know, I think maybe the Eutectics have been a little better from the three-point line in the second half, but maybe switch it up to that zone, just throw something different. And now with Fees off the floor, I think, maybe switch up into that zone, see what happens here for a little bit.
The second one is also good by Udalisa. And a timeout taken by the Eutectics. Lynx up 65-54 with 4:52 left. And we are going to take a short break here, and we will be back with more WLNX basketball.
CBD, cannabidiol, a compound found in industrial hemp plants, has been featured in news reports as offering many health benefits. Your CBD store, the largest hemp retailer in the U.S., is now celebrating its grand opening in Lincoln. Your CBD store is located at 520 Broadway, just off the square. Your CBD store offers SunMed and Sunflora CBD products, including oils, edibles, topicals, and more. And they have staff on site to answer any questions. Your CBD store is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6, and Sunday and Monday, 12 to 4. Now offering curbside service. Your CBD store, just off the square on Broadway. Also find them on Facebook.
And welcome back to St. Louis. The Lynx are leading 65-54 over the St. Louis Eutectics. Adam, what are we seeing today?
I think the Lynx came out with a more lackadaisical effort here in the second half. I think in the first half we were lighting them up, and we came away with, I think, a 19-point lead at the half. It was close to it, and then the second half, they're just crawling their way back into it. So it's going to be interesting coming down the stretch here. Just under 5 minutes left to play this one.
Blake Maris with 25, leading all scorers tonight. What a game.
Yeah, I mean, Donnelly has a quiet 19 as well. So, I mean, like, we're getting that scoring that we needed. Those two, like, we always said we just need that one guy to just kind of control our scoring and kind of go off whenever we need to. And it's been Maris today.
Freeman on the right side gets a screen from Barney. Barney slips. Now Donnelly on the left side. He dribbles left. Crosses over, goes right. Hands off Freeman, who goes left. Lob play for Barney. Knocked away by Udalisa. Now Wright running the floor. Absorbs some contact and gets fouled, but the basket does not go. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
It was a good play there by the Utectics down there. They read that play beautifully. We ran the play last night for Tyler Clark. It was a kind of a swing around. He's going to run all the way around and get the lob for a dunk. But, the Utectics, they played it beautifully, and they caught the pass out of the air. So heads-up play there by the Utectics.
So R.J. Wright will go to the line here for the Utectics. Down 11 with 4:27 left to play. Wright's first is good. A lot of good things from the Lynx today. A lot of good scoring. Defensively, they looked very solid first half.
Yeah, the second half has not been as good, but, that definitely goes into the Utectics not being able to really make a shot in the first half. I think they only had, 22 or 23 points in that first half, which usually will not happen.
Wright makes the second free throw as well, cutting the deficit to just 9. Now, Freeman bringing it up for the Lynx. He's on the right side. Barney fakes a screen. He has it now. Donnelly drives left. Gives a little head nod to Maris, who cut back door, but Donnelly still has it. Now he goes right. Crosses over. Brown, middle of the floor. Brown, a little isolation on Dorsey. Goes to the lane, puts it up, and basket's good.
Nice take there from P.B. Brown. We haven't really seen him do much in this game offensively. That's his 7th point of the ball game, trying to make it 8, but it's been mostly kind of free throws or, open looks from mid-range. I mean, he hasn't really done what he did in that first game when he had the 23, when he's attacking to the basket, attacking to the rim, and just trying to get to the free throw line a bunch.
Free throw, no good. Does not convert the three-point play there, but immediate pressure by the Lynx. Great pressure immediately. Here is Dugar going left side, gets through the press, swings right, gets by Freeman, puts it up. Adjustment in air, and good. Great play by R.J. Wright.
It's a tough play there for Barney. He did go up, and he contested it well, but
Freeman, tough shot. Almost a tip dunk by Barney, almost tipped it in. Donnelly, offensive rebound, gets it.
Yeah,
Big time.
Get Donnelly, over 20 points in the ball game with his 21st point of the game.
Rogan drives, slips it to Udalisa. Udalisa pump fakes, puts it up off the rim. Donnelly tips it out for his teammates. Great play by Donnelly. Maris comes up with it.
That was a great play. They ended up just securing the rebound and slowing things up, giving it to Donnelly to set things up.
Brown holds it near half court, trying to tick off some of that time. 17 seconds on the shot clock as Freeman gets it and holds. He goes right, hands off Maris. Maris driving left, between the legs to Barney on the right wing. Barney gets it to Freeman. Freeman puts it up from the post and in. Great play.
That's what he needs to do every time. He has the much smaller Dugar on him, so he just needs to go to the basket and just try to get something.
Utectics take a timeout, and we will stay right here. Lynx up 71-58 on the Utectics with 2:51 left to play. Adam, what are we seeing?
Yeah, I think we need to keep that. It seems like we have a new energy, coming out of that last timeout, and we're kind of expanding that lead more and more. I think it's the defensive pressure is what's kind of making the Utectics take more contested shots. They are getting to the line a little bit, but Barney protecting the rim. Even if they do make the tough layups, that's still good defense by Barney. He's still there, just in the back of their minds. Just he needs to set kind of not a fear, but like
intimidation.
Make them think about it before they go up and go up against Barney, who could jump out of the gym and is also 6'10". So I like this. I like the defensive pressure here for the Lynx, but on the offensive end, I think we're doing a better job of getting to the basket. We're not settling for the threes anymore. They were falling for us in the first half, but as of right now, they're not. So we just need to keep going, pounding the ball to the basket and trying to get to the free throw line. We've shot pretty well from the free throw line so far today, so I think we should keep the hot hand from the line.
Do you like this pressure that the Lynx are running defensively off of missed shots?
Yeah, they're just trying to get to. You mean off a break? We're trying to get to the basket a little more.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're just, like I said, we're just trying to get to the basket a little more, and I think that's key. We're not settling anymore. We're not trying to force things. We're letting things come natural to us and getting us more into a flow.
Lynx in kind of a 1-2-2 zone here to start kind of a press here.
Yeah, like a 1-2-2 press.
Dugar splits the defenders. Fees holds onto it, gets to Rogan. Now Dugar left side, shakes, bakes, drives. Gets by Freeman, can't get it to go down though. Barney with the rebound. Gets tackled by Dugar, and he will go to the line for a couple of free throws as the Lynx are in double bonus now.
And you aren't really overstating the tackle there. I mean, he did kind of just go up and ram into him.
It was a perfect form tackle.
Yeah, it was great form, you know. But that play right there, I mean, we gave up kind of a scoop layup to Dugar, but he just, unfortunately for us, he missed there. But kind of a defensive breakdown. I think that 1-2-2 press is really just designed to take some time off the clock. I mean, of course, if we get steal, great, but it's like we're not shooting for it, I should say. So Barney here at the line for 2 shots because of the 10th foul.
Back iron, no good there for his first. Lynx up 13 here.
I like to see Lynx kind of, if they off a made shot, I like to see him fall back into that 1-2-2. Just apply some more pressure, waste some time.
Barney gets the second to go, and there's that 1-2-2 press you just talked about. Dugar with it. Dugar drives left sideline past Freeman, and a foul is called on Freeman, I believe.
And he was kind of running alongside him there because he kind of got burnt, but you know, it's a tough call. I don't know. It didn't look that bad to me. It's Freeman's 3rd foul of the ball game. Dugar will go to the line, but I don't know. It didn't seem that intentional or anything to me. He's just trying to get back and just kind of bumped him.
So Dugar now with a 1-and-1 situation. Lynx up 14. Dugar's first is short, no good. Dorsey offensive rebound puts it up, no good. Fees though gets the tip in. Lynx still up 72-60. Full court pressure now by the Eutectics. Freeman. Dorsey hounding. Donnelly crosses over, gets it over half court. Tries to swing it out, but gets fouled. And he will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Definitely upset after that one was Dorsey. He didn't feel like that was really worthy of a foul. He just kind of tipped it out. I guess it's that pressure. Sometimes if you just apply a little too much, it looks a lot worse than it is. That's Dorsey's 3rd on the night, or on the day, I should say. But you know, it's one of those things where they're being just a little too aggressive, and that's what hurt him there.
Donnelly goes to the line here for a double bonus. Adam, with 2:09 left, Lynx up 12. What do they need to do to make sure they hold on to this lead?
You know, just stay safe with the ball. Don't force things on the offensive end. They are going to apply more pressure to you, but you just need to stay calm, stay collected, make the smart pass. Don't try to be the hero and try to make a flashy pass. Don't try to, go up for a flashy dunk or anything. Just don't do anything that would make Coach Levin upset. There you go.
Donnelly goes 2 for 2 from the line there, increasing the lead to 14 for the Lynx. Dugar with it, middle of the floor. Rogan, now right, left side. He holds. 2 minutes left to play here in the second half. Rogan swings right corner. Dorsey swings it over to right on the left wing, puts up a three-pointer. Front iron, no good. Gets tipped to Dorsey, though, on the left side and puts it in. Easy layup there.
Yeah, I mean, for Wright, he looked off the defender, got an open look there, just unfortunately didn't fall there, but Dorsey in the right place, right time with an easy layup.
Donnelly gets trapped, and a foul is called.
I mean, if they're going to start calling it like this every time, I mean, you Tactics have to adapt to it. I mean, they're going to get called every time. That's going to be the 4th foul on Wright, but, I mean, he doesn't agree with the call, but the officials have been calling it like that pretty much this whole entire, probably the last 10 minutes here. They've been calling it pretty close to the belt.
74-62 is the score with a minute 38 left in the second half. Lynx leading. Donnelly at the free throw line for 2 more free throws. First one is good.
I mean, it just seems like Donnelly's so much more confident from the line later on this game. He can give him 24 on the night, and he doesn't seem like he's really phased anymore. He's just going up there, just shooting his shot, just smooth.
Second one, smooth as can be right there. Splashes that one. Lynx up 14 again. Dugar. A little bit more intensity from the Eutectics as they need a bucket. Here's Fees, top of the key, gets it to Rogan. Lynx in that 2-3 zone again. Dorsey three-pointer, no good. Pee Wee Brown with the rebound.
That is kind of the problem of a 2-3 zone. It does allow them to kind of swing the ball around and get more open shots. But, I mean, at the same time, it does kind of clog the lane so they don't get those driving kicks, there, say. But, I mean, it was a good look there for U Tactics, but just couldn't fall.
Brown now near the half-court line, dribbling the clock down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Minute left on the game clock. He goes left, gets to a posting up Freeman. You don't see that every day. Freeman puts it up, tough scoop shot, no good. Fees saves it to Dugar. Dugar pushing it up the floor now. He goes to Wright in the right corner. Three-pointers up by Wright, and that is money.
That was a great play there from Dugar, just going right through people and just finding the open man and Wright.
Nice play there by Donnelly off the inbounds, avoided getting trapped, and Brown gets fouled.
The ball got kind of hit out of Brown's hand, but they called the foul first, so it's going to be a foul there on Fees, and that's going to send Pee Wee Brown to the line for 2. The second half has really gone by fairly quickly. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's only 38 seconds left in this game.
This whole game just seems like it's kind of flown by.
Yeah, I mean, not many fouls until like this last couple minutes or so, but like you said, I mean, not a lot of timeouts called, and it's just been a free-flowing game.
Pee Wee Brown knocks down the first. That's his 8th point of the night, and he'll get his second shot here coming up.
Brown's been pretty confident from the line as well. I mean, pretty much our whole team has just looked completely different from the line today.
The whole Lynx team, I'd say they have their mojo.
Yeah.
They've got a little bit of swagger out there. Brown knocks down the second free throw, and Mark Lewis checks in here for the Lynx, as does Cal Calloway. So both of those 2 first minutes of the year for them.
Yeah, just good to get some other guys in here. It kind of seems like Coach Lepp is, we have a pretty comfortable lead, 38 seconds left. We're just going to try to get this one in the books. We're trying to get that first one of the year. Going to get some guys some playing time.
78-65 is the score with 35 seconds left. Lynx leading. Donnelly with a steal. He just kind of slows it down. They're just going to try to get it across half court. Maris does do so. He's on the right side. You Tactics are just content to let the Lynx kind of run this one out.
They know that it's kind of done, and they're just going to kind of let them dribble out the clock. It's about 2-second difference between shot and game clock, so we're probably just going to get the shot clock violation unless Maris decides to throw up a half quarter here.
I'll be interested to see if Maris tries to give it to someone else for them to get...
He did. And then Lewis also did. He passed off to Calloway. He just did not want to get that turnover there. I think it counts as more of a team turnover. It doesn't go off for individual turnover, but, you got to protect the stats at all time.
And that will do it. Lynx win this one 78-65. Good for their first win of the year. Adam, what a great game. What were the highlights?
Yeah, I mean, it's Maris, definitely. I think Maris in that first half kind of went off. He was very much more quiet in that second half. But, I mean, Donnelly as well. We played great. He had a quiet 25. I mean, we were talking about this on the way down here, Spencer. But Donnelly, it seems like you look up and he somehow has, 16 points. And there's like, how? He's hit 2 or 3 shots maybe. But, like, how is he getting so many points? But it's just he goes to the line, he gets open looks, and he spreads it out throughout the game. Maris is more kind of a sporadic. And he had 21 at the half, I believe. So, but it's a good win. And it's been just a great win for this Lynx to get them on the board this year. They're now 1-2. Our next broadcast of Lincoln College basketball will be on Saturday, January 2nd, when the men's team takes on St. Francis. Our broadcast will air on WLNX, and that broadcast time is at 3 o'clock on Saturday the 2nd. On behalf of the entire crew and my broadcast partner, Spencer Davis, this is Adam Hoffman thanking you for joining us, and have a great evening.
The beginning of a new chapter in Lincoln College basketball.
Romine puts it up and it's good! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes win! Lakes just won the AII Conference Championship on a buzzer beater.
Lincoln College NAIA basketball action on 89X is brought to you by Grouse Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln, your CBD store on Broadway just off the square in Lincoln, and by Michelle Bauer, your country financial representative in Lincoln.